Hello, everybody in the live world. Saturday night, July 17th, 2021. Countdown July, August, September, October, November, I hope, for season 9. It's going to be one long summer. Hello, everybody out there. And also on the phone from Canada, we have Judy on the phone. Hello, Judy.
Hello, Dawn. Hi, everybody. Good to be here as always. Come join us.
Yep. And of course, Judy, you can give the honors on our first question of the night.
All righty. Can you hear us? And can you see John?
There you go. Judy, you're catching on.
I didn't go blank.
Hello, Barbara Perry. And Tammy Williams is in the house.
Hello, Tammy. Hi, hon.
Hope you're feeling good. You've got all our blessings. Hello, Elizabeth and Linda. How are you guys? Hello, Cindy. It's a Saturday night again with John and Judy. Barbara Perry. Judy is very weak. Say a couple of things, Judy, to see if your voice is coming across.
Hey, Barb. I hope that we can get a little bit louder here.
All righty, there was Judy.
Cindy says she can't hear me either.
I can hear you fine.
Okay. Oh. Linda says she can hear me too well.
All righty. The rest of you guys either reboot your phones or what's happening? Hello, Professor Spino.
Hi, Daniel.
Hello, Curtis Bennett. So everybody can hear everybody. There's some people that can't hear Judy or whatever, but just reboot your phone or reboot your computer. There's some people, obviously, everybody's got a different system, Judy, and who comes in clear, who doesn't come in weak, and everything else. And plus, I'm getting another big storm here on the East Coast. So who knows what's happening in the interwebs, you know what I mean?
For darn sure. And with you and I, something usually happens.
Yep, Jason and Carlene, Stormy too. Yeah. Yeah, hello, Neil is in the house. Yep, I want to thank Sandollar Ray for rejoining the paid site as a captain. Barbara Perry, Ken Betts, and Curtis Burnett are the latest members, Judy, on the Templar Quest of Oak Island soldiers, captains, and commanders, and a grand marshal that we have on there.
Thanks, guys, for joining.
Yep, and I also want to thank Todd and Renee and Roxy and Mike and Annette and another Annette and Jazdia, Wade and Starlene, and also Judy and Barbara and Daniel and Mike for all their extra support. And since Judy's live, I thank her all the time for her support. Thank you, Judy.
Thank you. You're welcome, John. Oh, my heart.
Yeah, well, we got our soldiers here. The shout out is for Ken and Curtis and Scott and Michelle, Dana, Josh, Virginia, Jean, Cindy, and Becky. Thank you for your support. Everything helps. We're going to try to get a video switcher. It's about $330. Might take us about 9 months, if more, but we'll see what we can do. You know what I mean, Judy?
Right. Yeah. Well, hang in there. I'm not on my speakerphone, guys, so I don't know what it is. Sorry about that.
You're on your speakerphone, Judy?
No, I'm not. They were asking me if I was, and I'm not.
Nope, she's not on a speakerphone. Just regular calling in normal on her phone, same old connections. Hello, Jenny. We also want to thank my moderators, Tammy, Judy, Renee, Michelle, Daniel, and Starlene. Our call-in numbers 1-323-813-4135. I want to welcome everybody from the Quest of Oak Island Facebook group. I also want to thank my people from YouTube and all my listeners on my podcast now worldwide from the Anchor host on Spotify, Google Podcast, Apple Podcast, Radio Public, Pocket Cast, Overcast, Breaker, Pandora, iHeartRadio, and Listen Notes. Also, if you got something inspired by the Oak Island story, please send it to Renee Tuttle. If you're baking cakes or whatever you're doing, if something inspired you to make something from Oak Island, please send it in and we'll put it on the post. In fact, I'm going to go to my screen share later on and show things that have been posted to the YouTube side. And yeah, and Daniel Spino, Judy is broadcasting live from the Money Pit. I love it. I love it, Professor. I love it.
Down there deep, Daniel, looking for something.
Unbelievable. You guys are the best. But we're going to go over a couple of elevations that this Todd Enzi sent me. He's going to do a presentation shortly. But I just want to touch on some of the things that show his elevations. That's a little interesting. I got some screenshots of some past shows that we can discuss some things that come up in picture-wise. So we got a couple of things to do. And then again, you guys on the YouTube side, when this broadcast is done, I'm going to clear off YouTube, take a 5-minute break, and we're going to be doing a trivia game only on my Facebook Quest of Oak Island page for people that have the most points tonight to win a couple of free Quest of Oak Island membership mugs. Everybody can play. But if you already won a mug, it will just go to the next person that has not received the mug. But you will be recognized to the 70,000 people as the winner of tonight. Michelle is going to take care of all those points and everything. I got about 50 questions if I can last, Judy. Hello, Danny. How are you? So just to tell you on the YouTube side, we'll be going to Facebook after the program is done and go from there. Alrighty. I got a friend of mine that received a Quest of Oak Island live t-shirt. And there he is. The latest picture from our man, Carmen Lake, Judy.
My favorite.
Yep. I mean, nobody have seen these people for a while. So it's great to get some newer pictures of them until we see them supposedly on season 9. You know what I mean?
Sure, I miss them all so much.
Yep. Hello, Darlene. How are you?
Darlene.
But it's great to get just recent pictures. You know, Judy, just if they can, they got all tighter non-disclosure agreements. So they only can do so much. But I'm grateful for whatever they can do, Judy.
Darn sure, and it's nice to know they're just all still there.
Yep, everybody's there. Not sure on Marty yet, but everybody else is there. Keep on trying, Linda. Judy's with us. So there he is, Carmen Lake. We'll be seeing a lot of him getting those artifacts determined. You know what I mean, guys?
Was on toward the end of last season, so I hope he's on a little bit more this coming one.
Yeah, but all depends where they're digging. If they're digging a lot of stuff that Laird knows, well, they're not going to bring it to Carmen because they already determined what the artifact was.
Right.
Hello, Chad. How are you? Carmen gets the stuff that they have no idea what it is. They got an inkling of what it is, but Carmen gets the hard stuff. You know what I mean?
Right.
He gets the hard stuff. So if Laird is finishing up on the Balls property this coming season, well, a lot of that stuff can be determined by how many archaeologists they got over there? 4 or 5 of them.
There's 5.
Yeah.
As far as I know.
So if they get stumped out, then they go see our man Carmen. Unbelievable.
Chad from BC, and I'm just saying I hope that he's not in the fire zone. John is bad up there right now.
Okay. And also here, I've been hearing about the people that have not been vaccinated. It's causing a stir here in the USA because now the people that haven't had any shots are plugging up the hospitals again. So I don't know what's going on. So I just wear my mask wherever I go.
Yeah, I do too. Now we're still lucky right here. We don't have many cases, and we're not going up at this point. But again, we're going to have to deal with that variant as well.
Yep, and the problem is the unvaccinated people that are, and some that don't want to get the shot. Those are the ones that are getting sick. And if they get sick, I don't care if you got 10 shots in you. If they're infected, somehow you'll get some kind of variant of whatever they have. So everybody out there, be careful. And Neil says, Carmen is one of the most interesting people on the show. He has answers. Yeah, really down to earth. I've interviewed him. We had him on this show. He goes to the island once in a while, but he's not involved in everything at the island. He just gets the pieces, determines what they are, and gives them an estimate. You know what I mean, guys?
I think he enjoys it very much.
Yup, and the professor says Carmen has a tough job, but he does it very well. Yeah, putting dates on things, and that's why he has that date range, a big wide date range, because he can't be perfect right on the ball. Alrighty. Well, let's bring this little thing up here. Hold on, guys. Before we get into the show. Chad says, doing great. Can't wait for season 9. Having Curse of Oak Island withdrawals. You're not the only one, Chad. I'm dying over here. All right. Well, I said I'd always give a shout out once in a while for the people that send things to Renee Tuttle. Things that inspire them to make something for Oak Island. So let me see here. Hold on, guys. I got about 80 buttons there.
Oh, I just got a message from Tammy that her Wi-Fi is gone. They're getting tornado warnings there.
Yep, these storms are unbelievable. Tammy, when you can come back, no problem.
She does. Please say if you can hear it.
Yep. All right, I want to show you some pictures. This is mostly for the YouTube side, Judy, that they do not see my Facebook group. So we're going to give them a little rundown of what this album is and how people make cakes, and me with my stupid pizza shaped as Oak Island and everything else.
Tell cute story. Tammy's back on by her phone.
All righty.
She's on the her phone. Good, Tammy. Stay safe.
This is from Tanya. And that was the first cake that came across Ray D. We had crazy tornadoes in Jacksonville a couple of weeks ago. Yeah. Yep.
She did a great job on that one.
Yep. Then she did the cookies. So this is just to show the YouTube guys. I know you guys on my Facebook group have seen these. But once, maybe every 6 months, we'll go through them so everybody can see them. Judy, what do you think?
I think that'd be a good idea.
So people that do send something know that the world is going to see it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a good idea.
I just hope she writes all the names down so I can go, so I can say who made it. But I know Tanya on this. I can't see Facebook chat, but whenever you combine Foon and Oak Island, you have my attention. It says, "Hi, Professor Spino. I've missed you and everyone." It just shows me Facebook user on the B Live, so I don't know who's speaking.
Good to have you home, Tammy. I missed you.
There is a treasure in that cake, Neil. And look at this stupid thing that I made. Of course, that made it. Renee had mercy on me for my Oak Island garlic pizza. But we'll go right by this one, Judy.
I thought you did pretty good.
That's it. Guys, if I can do something like this, sir, anybody can do it. Jenny, why every 6 months? Because nobody posts for weeks on end and months on end. If somebody posts a lot quickly, then we'll do it, okay? Sounds fair, Judy?
That sounds really good, yeah.
And this is Barbara Perry. She makes these coasters. This one was for her, with the picture of the guys embedded in a coaster. I have a coaster myself she made that I have my coffee mug on. And this guy cut out a pumpkin years ago, and we don't know who it was. When he lit it up, it looks like Oak Island. There it is cut up.
Barbara does a good job.
On the coasters, yeah, she does good on the coaster. And here's a painting we can't find. Whoever submitted it. You got something like this here, guys. Let the world see it. Send it to Renee. She goes through them and picks them out. I have no idea what she accepts or not. That is her deal. She runs that whole program, guys. I got nothing to do with it.
What you're showing, John, with the meat, one of our members a long time ago put that on our page, and Renee put it on. We do not know who did that. So if you're listening or see it, would you let us know who you are, please?
Yep, and this is the trail of Oak Island coffee mugs that I've had. These are all the ones that have been designed. So that was pretty cool. Yep. And then there's me with my animation with Shannon's cookie cutter there with rocks in it. I don't know what I'm doing. But you can see as we progress, I did get better, I think, Judy.
Oh, I think so, definitely.
And I'm saying, you guys, let the world see. And there's my money pit. How do you like that, guys? I like it, Starlene says. Renee Tuttle. Pretty slideshow. Well, you're in charge, Renee. We got to get more people involved. Like I said, if I can do it, anybody can do it. And here's a couple of Legos there, whatever you call them. What do they call Legos? You know, the guy makes the Legos, gets them custom made. Yes, he's a senior editor of the show. Here's some more of Tanya. Acorn art. And here's me, just with a cookie cutter filled full of, I don't know what, cake decorations. That made it. Neil needs a Billy the Heavy Equipment Operator action figure. So I threw those things in there. For what reason, I have no idea, guys. Renee accepted it, so I guess it's good. And this cake, oh my lordy forty. Jennifer Hughes, next level Oak Island cake. Do you see the talent in this? Oh my lordy. Unbelievable. And here's me back with the rocks, and I had to glue a logo metal detector to see if that's Gary, because I couldn't find a figure with a metal detector. Can you figure that one out? You know, I couldn't find anything on a metal detector, so I had to glue that big of a heck thing on his arm. So that's my Gary. There's the more Legos. Shane Ross.
Tom Burns says, hey, the boss is not always right, but the boss is always the boss.
Yeah. And here's Tanya decorating for the season. Unbelievable. And here I am. I'm starting to get a little creative, guys. I got the Volvo backhoe or cradle, whatever you want to call it, digging in the swamp. And here's Shane. Drinks on Rick when he's drinking the dirty water. The last war room season. The last war room of the season. How Rick's got the mustache and the beard and the hair. You see Gary with his gray hat on, his back to us. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Here I am getting more creative, guys. I think I'm getting better. What do you think? A little animation.
Cindy said your last one was better than your pizza.
That's Cindy. And here's a good friend and a great supporter of the channel, like Judy and the rest of them. This is the coaster she made that's right under my cup right now. That's encased in acrylic or whatever she does. That's my coaster. Very good, Barbara. Then Oak Island in a jar. Tanya, I don't know how she does this stuff. John, they should come out with Oak Island action figures collection with accessories. Yeah. Who knows? Probably in the works.
The kids would enjoy that.
There goes Renee. Need more submissions for these, please. I don't reject any creative effort. Everyone gets into the Oak Island Art Gallery. Bring it on. That away, Renee. Found Treasure. Could it be? By Randall. And this one here had me shaking my head, but I guess, well, if my pizza was on there, this piece of chicken could be on there. Oh, a piece of chicken. I know. What's the corn supposed to be? Little rocks around the outside?
Yeah.
Hello, Jazz Dia. Don't worry about it. We're going through items that members have posted that inspired them on Oak Island for the first time for the world to see, for YouTube to see. Obviously, our Facebook group members see this on the page. There's more. Shane. And then again with Tanya. Look at this. Look at this thing, Judy. Todd, is the corn the gold treasure? Could be. Could be, Todd. But look at this thing, Judy. I can't even think of those things that they put on here.
I don't either. Daniel says you inspired me to try to make Oak Island ravioli.
Very good, Daniel. We'll be looking for it.
I'm going to drag out all our Lego.
And there you go. Alrighty, let me get back to the home page here because I'm lost. Yep, Annette says so clever, amazing. Chad, so much talent and members have created these works of art. Yep. Now, Professor, we're going to be looking for that piece of ravioli now, you know. You put yourself on the spot. Alrighty. Let me see here. What I want to show here is a thing from Todd Esley. This is the side elevation of the island, Judy. He writes to me, John. This is from Todd now, and he's going to be coming on with a presentation to give us a very good explanation of what he means. I'm quite fascinated by Michael and Oliver's work. I think their theories are solid enough to work theories from on. How the schematic could be built underground. I believe this, along with the multitudes of evidence discovered on the show, could lend a lot of clues on construction techniques. If the swamp was man-made, I think it could give a great advantage to horizontal tunnel construction across both sides of the island. The swamp area would also be the perfect spot to place the spoils from the tunnel construction to act as fill for the swamp area. Even though he doesn't agree on all theories on their video, I think parts of it are quite reasonable as possible construction techniques. I think this is Todd Esley speaking, though. He gets credit for all this, not me. I think examination of the elevations profile of the island at various points might shed some light on potential minimum depths needed for construction of underground tunnels and features. I think that further analysis of the elevation profiles could also potentially narrow down paths to tunnel construction when analyzed in conjunction with artifacts and features already discovered. He has not previously seen any elevation data presented in this matter. It shows the swamp highlighted at sea level, but if the two sides of the island were once separated, then blocked and drained, they could have possibly dug horizontal tunnels below sea level. I thank you so much, Todd. It gives another insight of how things can be done. And notice, the depression part is the swamp, Judy. Then it goes all the way up to the top and then back down. So obviously, going towards the money pit, which would be to the right-hand side, the elevation is ripe for horizontal tunnels from the swamp. So once they block the swamp off, it seems that horizontal tunneling, elevation-wise now, guys, we got the elevation that they could have went sideways. What do you think, guys? Hello, Michelle. Thanks for coming in. And that finally a side view. Now we need one with all the info from the investigation work that's been done. And that says, hi, David Clore. How are you? It makes sense, doesn't it? I mean, Judy, if you don't, I was a surveyor, as you know, in civil engineering. You need elevation if you're coming from the swamp to make horizontal tunnels. Because if it was flat from the swamp over, they would have to go down vertically.
Okay, gotcha.
And Chad said last season, if I remember correctly, it was said there was enough silver down there to fill the war room. I hope there are just as much gold and other religious artifacts. This could be the year, follow the silver. Yeah, but we don't know if it's natural, occurring, Chad. It could be, but we got to go by Dr. Spooner at the end of the season. That's what his measurements say. But then after all the scanning, all the test holes, all the dirt they pulled out for 8 years, there was not one bit of silver in any soil sample. Or maybe they just didn't go deep enough, or they just didn't test for it. You know what I mean, Judy?
Right. I'm anxious to find out what they know.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying, though. Everybody's hyped on, they left us off on the silver hoard. So why was it?
Otherwise, no proof on it, but that's okay.
Yep. And Tom says the metal tests have to be repeatable. Yeah, consistent, repeatable, and at high volumes in a determined area. But Tom, they've been drilling this island for 225 years. You're telling me no silver has come up in any samples that I know of, any soil samples that I know of, any scanning that I know of, absolutely nothing. Like I'm saying to Judy and a lot of people PM me, number one, they probably just didn't go deep enough. That's the only thing I can think of. All these holes and all these shafts, they just did not go deep enough to get a sample, even though the water is showing a silver content. For them not to pull any samples of silver up in 230 years or how long it's been seems weird. And Tom, I know they can't even find the money pit, so how the heck are they going to find the silver? Well, they're working on it. They're working on it. Pinpoint it. And like I said before in another broadcast, go west. Maybe they're just looking. The money pit is a ploy. There is nothing at the money pit. And the items that are found in the money pit are coming through the solution channel, bits of leather, some parchment, and etc. stuff. How the bones got down there below searcher level, like I said, I have no idea. But I think the money pit was just a ruse, just like Dan Blankenship said. Dan said, not Dave.
I agree.
The Jersey lady. I hear you great, but Judy is very faint.
We haven't done anything different, have we?
No. So who knows? We're doing okay. And Todd said, my goal is to provide theories and construction techniques that support the work that Michael with Dot to Dot and Oliver with Oak Island Research has discovered and presented. Beautiful. We want all that stuff, Todd. On the construction side, on all that side. It's great to know every little detail. I also think their work is tremendous also. Judy is faint.
Hey, guys.
And Renee, Judy is faint. Judy sounds like she's in the well at New Ross. Judy, why don't you try to call back?
Okay.
All right, bye. Yeah, she'll try to call back, see if it clears up. Yeah, and I can't wait for that 3D model. Hello. All right. Well, we'll see once they. Yep. I don't know. I don't hear anybody saying anything. So. And Chad said it could be a ruse. The eye of the swamp could be where the entrance is to the real treasure, or at the end of the stone road. Yeah, could be anywhere. So if Judy starts talking, just let me know if you can hear her or not. I haven't touched anything. Judy's still faint. Well, what do you think, Judy? Yeah, because they can't hear you, and still not good for Judy. All right. All right. Okay, bye-bye. Hold on, guys. Alrighty, let me go back. Marty said that gold is non-detectable. Using the water sample test, however, has been mixed with gold for many, many years to make gold harder. It's my belief that when they speak of finding silver, when may be Billy Arca truck of gold. Yep. And the swamp holds answers. I hear you. I hear you. Alrighty. This is the last thing we saw in the last program. Some kind of board with a hole in it. Yup, Neil. And this is where they were digging to find that piece of wood. And who knows what this thing is. More stuff in the swamp. And that's where they ended up. Towards Fred Nolan's back of his garage almost. And there's Ball's foundation dug out pretty good. Alrighty. Trying to give Judy a call. Judy. She didn't pick up. Oh my lordy 40. Well, that's it. I tried. And then the anomaly. You're going to go around that, box it off, check it out. Could be. Yup, Bill, wood all over. And there's Laird at the Ball Foundation. And there's those pieces they found on the swamp in the dustpan. And that was the last scene we've seen of Oak Island. Yep. What do you think of this thing that they showed? Surveying the ocean bottom. Most likely a wooden dowel, Tom says. Yep. And Chad still thinks it's a ship laying on its side. Yep, Darlene, the fall colors. Well, at least we know they're mapping the bay and the ocean. But I thought they did that around the island maybe 5-6 seasons ago. But I'm not sure. When they found the sort of supposedly triangle stone on the bottom and stuff like that. You know what I mean? When they had the team there and they studied the ocean bottom there around the island. So I guess they want a map of a current map of what's going on. I guess things shift, things move. Or another pile of rocks or Warford Road. Yep. Yep, Darlene, the side owner. Yep. Yep. But they got so much technology out there. So all you have to do is pay for it. That's all. You up in that? They get it going. Now we get a date of this wood finally. We got a date of the ship rail. So they got to get this big piece of wood out of there and figure out what the heck it is. Sonar, right, Starlene? Sonar. Could be, guys. It could be. Well, they're going to have to dig down 10 feet, put the cofferdam in, and see what the heck this thing is. Could be just wood that floated around from Smith's Cove and got trapped in the swamp when there was no road there. That could be also. I have no idea. And this is a supposedly animation, how it looked before they closed it off. I thought that was interesting. Yep. Wharf with rocks inside. That's how they kept it down. Yep. And of course the maps. I love maps. And this is, you can show like on Smith's Cove. You know, elevation here says 4.1, 6.2. So it's very detailed. Steve is making a very detailed map of what's going on. And that's what I like. And then the anomaly with the paved area to the swamp on the top. It shows the Mercy Point to the left. This is on top of the swamp. Not sure, Darlene, on a big dig. I have no idea. Maybe rumor. Thank you, Jesdia. Thank you. And this I always left in my staging area. That's how small that little parchment paper is, that little V is. That's how small that little parchment thing is. They had to pull it apart with a tweezers. That's how small it is. Can you imagine that? Very small. Very, very small. It's always good to have to show people. And here's the area they want to put that cofferdam in. You know, looking for tunnels, possibly going to the money pit, and also if the small paved area goes beyond the road into the ocean. I thought they did Jazdia, but it's probably sonar, a different mapping system, a real different mapping system. Technology changes so often, so much. And this is what they showed originally. But this can always be changed. You know what I mean? Well, this always can be changed. So that's how it's going there. But who knows what they'll change on that. Yup, Daniel. I'd like to see it at the eye myself. but it's not up to us. Unbelievable. Got my little fan going. But let's see here. Judy, I tried to call you to see if it was any better, but you didn't answer, Judy. I don't know, Darlene. I don't know if they can do a whole 4-acre enclosure. Probably some kind of environmental. Yep, Todd. Just an animation. And you see the 1743 high tide level. Then up on top, you see the 1998 high tide level. And oh my God, for 2021, it's way above that. And this is from Oak Island Tours. Guests on the tours often ask about these drill holes. There are a few of many found across the island. These particular ones on the south side of the island, west of the swamp, were chosen by Dan Blankenship while dowsing for tunnels. And obviously these will be looking for silver now. There's the Spooner Silvers. All these drill holes will be tested. No problem, Becky. That's all right, Judy. The phones are just not working for some reason. High tide level, Neil. High tide level. So Dr. Spooner has all kinds of drill holes he can test. And of course, the wash plant, I think you find any minute artifacts. And Darlene says she was on the island and certainly many drill holes for sure. Yeah. Yep. Unbelievable. All right, hold on. So they got everything in place. Yup, Todd. The sluice machine. Yup. So they got a lot of things to go through this season. Alrighty. Let me see here. But they have a lot of stuff to finish off, a lot of stuff to continue with, depending on permits, obviously, guys, depending on permits. That was the sluice machine, Jazdia, where they put spoils in there. It washes out the dirt to find any kind of small artifacts. Who knows, Chad? Who knows? Who knows? We got to find some things out. After 9 years, we have to find some things out. So if anybody wants to call, or anybody wants to discuss anything, there's the number. Judy's phone wasn't working good for you guys for some reason. That's the Canadian call, maybe. So if you want to give a call, phone lines are open now. And then we'll call off this program on YouTube, take a 5-minute break, and I'll be on Facebook for trivia night. Yeah, no problem, Todd. That is the rumor. About a big dig, Tom, up there? I haven't heard anything. I haven't heard a thing. I know he mentioned that to somebody when she posted it. They had some government red tape, but I'm not sure what the red tape was about. So that's about all I have for today. If nobody wants to call in, we'll let it go by a minute or two more. Been on for about an hour. I'll go to Facebook within 5 minutes to start trivia so somebody can win some member coffee mugs. So we'll give it some time because of the delay. Yeah, I'll be surprised too, Judy, if they do. Very surprised. Alrighty, I'm going to take the number off. Yep, the prep work would be unbelievable, Tom. It would be unbelievable. Again, like I'm saying, we're going to call it a night. Thanks for coming in. I'm going to go to Facebook within 5 minutes to play trivia. Go to my Facebook group to play trivia. And remember, guys, always go forward. You may get a setback, but always go forward. Believe in your dreams, like I keep on telling you guys, no matter how old you are, just get that dream going. Just go for it. Stay positive. Be mentally strong in these wild times. It's so crazy out there. If not mentally strong and you need help, please seek help. Stay safe. Be positive. Thanks for coming in tonight. Like I said, the more information we get, the longer we can be on. Glad to see Tammy in here today, but we're going to be on the Facebook side within 5 minutes to see you guys over there. I thank you so much for joining me tonight. Good night.